Hi everyone, it's Jen from JenPlans, and I am so excited to be reviewing the new 2017 Erin Condren Life Planners. I just got back from the Go Wild Planner Convention down in New Orleans, and we got to meet with the Erin Condren team, including Erin Condren herself. Their whole team was so wonderful and generous and kind and funny, and the whole conference was just the trip of a lifetime. And so one of my favorite souvenirs, actually two of my favorite souvenirs, are my new hourly life planner. And then I also was lucky enough to get the Luxe, the new Luxe planner, which is their newest and latest product. So I'm going to jump right in and do a review of both of them in the same video, along with some other fun accessories that they were so kind enough to give. So I want to start with this one. This is the new mid-century circles design, and you can pick any cover. The way that they're doing it this year is you get a choice of your coil, you get a choice of your cover, which has kind of always been their thing with personalization, and then you get your choice of colorway. And this is kind of new because in previous years, the colorway you picked went with the layout you picked. So if you picked vertical, you got a certain colorway, and if you picked horizontal or hourly, you got a different colorway. So now they've transitioned into the colorful, which is what I got in both of these, in the hourly and the horizontal, and also a neutral, which I don't have to show you, I'm sorry, but it is more grayscale black and white layout. It's absolutely beautiful. I saw it in person, and I am going to be ordering one just to kind of see what all the buzz is about, so that I can have my own. But I picked for this one the rose gold coil, which is so pretty in person. And then the mid-century circles cover. Mine turned into kind of a yearbook. I got some signatures and then I also played around a little bit on the dashboard. One of the new features is that the inside cover, if you're getting the traditional cover and not the Luxe, is the inside cover, both the front and the back are a dashboard, and you can use wet erase markers. This is a new product that they have. And I'm sure because they've seen so many people doing it. My teal is missing. There should be another teal marker, but I used it over the weekend and it went missing. So these are wet erase, not dry erase, so they're not going to smear. You just take a wet paper towel, or in my case, a baby wipe, because I have those everywhere, and just wipe that clean. But it's not going to smudge onto your vellum or onto your back pages. So purple, black, pink, and then there's a beautiful teal. So I'm going to be ordering another set of these because I lost the teal one because I was using it so much. And then of course the vellum, I used mine for some signatures. The normal, this is my life beginning page. You have two quotes when you open, and then this is their redesigned, very beautiful year at a glance 2016-2017 calendar. So you can kind of see the color scheme that they picked. Instead of going with a two-color colorway for each month, they've kind of stuck with one main color and then like a softer version of that same color. And it looks like they kind of blended some of the horizontal and vertical colors from the past. Then after this page is another one I'm really excited about. This was redesigned. They had, they used to have, it was 6 boxes on this page and 6 boxes on this page, but it was 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and the same on the other side. And I've seen people use these for measurements, for goals, for monthly important big things to remember, or just different areas of your life that you want to goal set in. I mean, really, you can use them for anything. Such a cool idea to have it in there. And then it jumps right into the blank notes page. Now, for me, in my hourly from this past year, this was a blank page. I like that they added the quote back. I used to use this for memory keeping, so I'm gonna have to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do on this page, or if I'll just do it over this. I haven't decided yet. And then one monthly notes page for notes for the month, which I kind of change my use for. I use it for either a to-do list or something, a big project that I'm working on, but I kind of change it from month to month. And then we jump right into the monthly layout. The big change here is that there are no lines in the monthly boxes. If you had the hourly previously, you had grayscale lines in the monthly boxes, and those are not here in this year's version. So that's one change. Really, that's, I think, the only change for the monthly other than the colors. And then I've used one of these magnetic Bookmarks. This is another new product, which I'm really excited about. It's very, very, very thin and extremely flexible. You can almost totally bend it in half. I have seven pages clipped in here. It's about as many as you can clip without having the bookmark fly off, because it is magnetic, so it has to attach to itself. So 7 is pretty much the max. Once you go up to 8, the bookmark's going to fly off. So I would say 7, but really, I mean, this is my July, all the way through, almost through August. So this is the bookmark. And then I also have 2 other colors. So they're going to be, I don't know if they're selling these in a set or if they're going to be selling them individually. I don't have pricing yet, but this is one of the new products that I'm so excited about. And the reason I'm excited about this is because I can clip off, like if it's the last week in July, I can clip off all the other pages so that I'm flipping right from the monthly to the week that I'm using. And it's not going to bulk up your planner up at top. You may have seen, if you're checking out the weekly spread in the hourly, another big change is the addition of a thankful thought box. This is not something that existed in the hourly before. The tab, the little flag tab was up top and it was just one big column. And it's funny, we were at the conference this weekend and Erin Condren was a keynote speaker and she said one of her favorite things is the thankful thought box. And she said, I see you all that cover up your thankful thought, and that's okay. But I think she was sending the message that that's kind of her favorite. And it really, I think, made a lot of people kind of reconsider whether or not they were reflecting on things they were thankful for during the week. So I thought that was just kind of a funny thing that happened. The colors, I'll kind of flip through them quickly. July looks to be this navy and steel blue. August is going to be yellows. September is purple. Something else that I want to show you, actually 2 things. The first thing is you will notice if you're in the end of August, you're going to get to Sunday, August 28th and think, I'm missing pages. And you're not missing pages. They just go on the following. You have to pass the monthly spread and then they finish up here because they don't want to separate weeks. So the weekly, in some calendars, you have all the months in the front and then all the weeks in the back. This is a little bit different. The monthly just kind of flows with everything. So you're going to be going from the last week of August into the monthly September view. And then when you turn the page, you'll have the rest of August into September all on one spread. And I love how they did the watercolor blending. This was something that I think was tricky for people in the past to see when the month changed, but I love how they did that. So that is the September color. October orange. November is going to be this kind of a lighter version of that steel blue. December green. January is like this kind of teal. February will be kind of a reddish pink. March has a light, kind of like almost a seafoam green. April is purple. May is going to be peach. June is a kind of more greeny teal. And then we're back at July. So all the rest are the same for the rest of the months. All the Augusts are the same. This is an 18-month. As far as coil size, I heard that the 18-month coil is going to be a little bit bigger than the 12-month coil, although I have a 12-month coil on my old planner, and I can't really tell a difference. So I don't think it's going to be a huge difference, but they say that it is. After you get to the last week in December, you start your notes pages. So December 31st this year falls on a Sunday, and then you go right into the notes pages. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lined notes pages, and then you get into, I did some pen testing, into the graph pages. Now, if you're wondering about pens, I'll kind of come back to this and show you in a little bit greater detail, but I did some pen testing. You can kind of see here the only bleeding is the permanent. These are permanent markers down here. This is a Pilot permanent and a Sharpie permanent marker. But there's no other bleeding, and I'm a pretty hard presser when I write, even holding it up to the light. I mean, you can you? I don't even know if you can really see any shadowing. There really isn't any. They did improve the quality of the paper this year. It's not a huge change. The pages don't feel really thick, but they're definitely thicker than they were last year, and you can tell when you write that the pen is not going to come through on the other side. So that's great. So for graph paper, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go into this really beautiful, totally blank except for the watercolor on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am really, I don't know, there's something about the watercolor that I just love. So that is the notes section. And then I'm really excited about this edition. This is a brand new portion of the Life Planner. This did not exist in any other year. And it's a kind of a forward calendar. So this is all of 2018, January through December of 2018. Not only is there a little calendar for each month, there are 4 little asterisks under each so that you can mark weddings or anniversaries or big celebrations coming up, or or something that I really like to do for my family because I'm always forgetting. You know, like you go to the dentist and they say, okay, we'll see you in 6 months. And sometimes you set the appointment and sometimes you don't, but you can mark, you know, kid number 1 needs to go to the dentist, or husband goes to the dentist, or, you know, if you're keeping track of multiple people's dental and medical checkups, it's a really helpful thing to have. Even if it's just yours, it's a helpful thing to have because I forget my own too. So in the coming year, and then you can kind of take notes down here, maybe for things that are happening, but they don't have a date yet. So, you know, I know my cousin is getting married possibly in 2018, but maybe they haven't set a date yet. I can write it down here so that I know that that's going to be happening at some point during 2018. So I really love this edition. This is something I was keeping in my notes pages in my old planner. And I'm really excited that they added a whole spread for this. I think that will be really useful. So then you flip to the very back, and of course you get the stickers. There's a cool new thing that they did with stickers this year, which I'm excited about. I have the regular text stickers and then blank event stickers, and then they changed the shapes, which I was kind of thinking they would do because if any of you got the new notebooks or journals, they had these flag stickers in the back. See, I've already used one. And they're not just the rectangle event stickers, they're flag shaped now, and they're adorable. And I was so hoping they were going to add this to the planner. They did, so I'm really excited. So this is the flag page. So you have 4 sheets of stickers as usual. The folder has been redesigned. Okay, so the front of the folder is this very smooth, not laminated, but feels definitely more than just a cardstock folder on one side with the perpetual calendar inside. So this can be for, you know, birthday, basically anything that happens every single year. Birthdays, anniversaries. I use mine for birthdays and anniversaries. And then I use that when I'm planning out my weeks, who I need to buy gifts or cards for. And then holidays and dates in the back. So this is really useful. They have contacts and passwords. I've seen a lot of people use this as a gratitude journal. You just start in the beginning of the year and then write something you're thankful for every day. Or maybe you have a new baby and you want to write down milestones every day. I've seen it used for that also. Lots of cool uses for this. So keep your mind open and don't think inside the box. It doesn't have to be used for exactly what they say it has to be used for. You can use it for a lot of different things. People tracking steps and all kinds of stuff. It's just a really cool thing to have. And then the other side of the folder is this teeny tiny, it's kind of the same as the sticky storage pockets. If you guys have seen those, and I have a set over here. This was a new product that they released this year with the notebooks and the journals. You peel the back off, you stick it in. It's great for stamps or postcards or invitations. I usually keep, in my planner, I usually take this out and keep that separately. And then I use this for stickers that I use most. And then I use this back pocket for invitations. So I will still continue to do that this year. Something else that I've seen people ask a lot about is the pouch, because the pouch this year actually is removable so that you can either take it out entirely, you can move it around. It comes separately. It comes in a pouch, and it comes with a coil clip. This is the biggest coil clip they have. It's a 6-inch coil clip. And the idea is, there are actually a couple new exciting things about this pouch. One is that, so you put your clip on and you can clip it in anywhere. I like mine to be in the back of my planner, but a lot of people put them before their folder. A lot of people like putting them in the front of their planner so that so that it's not behind the book while they're writing on it, which I also totally get. I like to keep mine in the very back. So the other cool thing, if you've been using an Erin Condren Life Planner for a while, you know that they did not always have a pull zipper, like a zip top. You see that? This is so exciting. I know it's like the little things, but it's true because the old one you had to press and seal, and sometimes it was really hard to get open. So I didn't really keep a lot of things in mine because it was difficult to open. So I'm really excited now that they have this little pull tab. And things kind of just pop right out. So I'm going to keep mine coil clipped in. Really easy to keep it in, but it's great to be able to move it around or take it out, and I'll show you what's inside. So every single pouch will come with these, and it comes with a little card. This is what's included. 3 compliment cards. I love leaving these with gift cards or just giving them to friends or sticking them sometimes on little gifts that I leave in mailboxes for people. Hello friend. There are on the inside coupon codes. Surprise! Coupon codes that you can use, a friend can use. I'm not going to open it because it's a custom code per person, but everyone will get one of these in there, so you can have a code for a future order. And then this is, I think, maybe what I'm most excited about. This is a sticker sample book. And I just think this is the coolest thing. So you can tell that it's metallic. How pretty is that? Some full box stickers, some asterisks, some flags, some sticker strips along the side. And you can tell it's pretty small, but it's a small book, but there are a lot of stickers in it. And then you have this sheet of all of their dot stickers. So this is just a really cool thing. I like this a lot better than their other little sample sheet because it has basically twice as many. And it's in this cute little book. So again, it looks kind of small, but there are a lot of stickers inside, which I think is really great. It kind of lets you choose which ones you want to try and color code, and the colors just look beautiful together. So this is everything that's inside the pouch. And then on the very back, you have your back cover is another dashboard, which is really cool because you can use those wet erase markers. You can use those wet erase markers right on there. And then they'll just stay there until you wipe it off with a wet paper towel or baby wipe usually is what I use. So I also want to show you some of before we jump into the Luxe, I want to show you really fast some of the accessories because they are absolutely to die for. I love them. The first one is, I'll move this out of the way. The first one is, this might be, my favorite is a tie between this and the new sticker book. These are the new sticky notes. I don't know if you can tell, but it's the most beautiful thing. All the watercolor, everything is so pretty. Flag stickers. I can take them out to show you how they look in each box. I haven't even taken them out yet because sometimes I get 2 of something so that I can just keep one in its pouch and never use it and just look at it and have it like kind of as backup. Maybe I should stop doing that. Okay, I'll go to the weekly layout. Now this is the hourly, so you can kind of see how they fit. If you're gonna be in the vertical layout, these will fit exactly in the box. And then of course some of these little flags are so pretty. Aren't these so pretty? Sometimes I like to use these vertically to mark something off. Like if I have something happening from 8 until 12, I can put a flag down. They just go so well with the watercolor. I think they're the most beautiful things. This is definitely my favorite set. She has 3 other snap-in sticky note dashboards. This one is definitely my favorite. They're all stuck on the back, and then you can kind of clip them in wherever you want. I keep one of mine clipped in the front of my planner. So I think that is just the coolest thing. And then my other favorite thing, and I still don't know which one is my most favorite, so it's kind of a tie, is the new designer sticker book. This is the Classic Collection. They have a Classic Collection Edition 1, and then they also have the monthly sticker book, and then they also have the Cool for School sticker book. So this is like their regular version 2. And it's all metallics and watercolor, and it is so, so pretty. It's also more functional. The first edition, I personally felt like had more, like it had some planner stickers, but it also had a lot of gift tags in it, which is really nice to have, but if you're carrying it around with your planner and you want it just to be mostly functional or mostly decorative for your planner, this is definitely going to be the one to get. So this is, you'll see the platinum, the gold, and the rose gold. This one's the rose gold. Is it hard to tell in the light? I'm trying to show the shimmer so you guys can kind of see, but it has the mid-century circles pattern and the asterisks. I don't want to miss any pages. It is so, so, so beautiful. Isn't this so pretty? So this is great. And I think that the price point on these, I think the other ones are either $10 or $12 each. I think that might be $12 each. Look how pretty that is. Which is just killer. I mean, there are a lot of pages in here and really a lot of functional, beautiful stickers. So I think this is just a steal. This is another thing that I usually get at least 2 of so that I can just kind of have one hanging in the wings in case I need it. These might be my favorite in the back. There are 3 sets of these flag stickers, metallic on the side, a little checklist, and the asterisk. This one is the platinum. It's so pretty. And then of course the rose gold. So this is something that I'm definitely going to be adding to my order when everything goes live. You can kind of tell it's rose gold. In real light, you can tell. And then the back has some tags. I mean, happy birthday, a few here and there, but for the most part, these are all stickers for your planner. And I just love this sticker strip. Isn't it so pretty? All the confetti. This is all metallic. And then the last one. So lots of rose gold, lots of gold, and lots of platinum. And then lots of colors. Soft, mellow colors. I mean, they're bright, but they're not like harsh or overwhelming. They're very soothing, beautiful colors. So this is definitely one of my new favorite products for sure. So definitely pick this one up. This is the Classic Collection Edition 2. Love it. And then a few of the other accessories are, ooh, this one's really fun. I didn't even show you this one yet. Okay, so something else that they have now are these mini snap-in bookmarks. These are teeny, teeny, tiny. And they have 3 versions. They have the metallic, the mini snap-in, and then these are the watercolor snap-in. And these are just itty bitty, and you just clip them in right up top. And they barely stick out. I mean, they're very discreet, but it's just kind of nice to have. This is the coil if you want to get a feel for the coil. This is an 18-month planner. But I just think these are the cutest little teeny tiny things. And they come in really beautiful colors. So if you're looking for a little bookmark, you don't want something that goes all the way down, you just need something small. This is also really good for cutting washi tape. You hold the tape down and kind of rip it against the edge. These would be really nice to keep even in your pouch. Even if you don't use them as a bookmark, keep them in your pouch. So this is great. So they have 3 different versions. Again, I don't know the price point on these yet. They have not released it, and they did not share with me. So I don't know. I'm going to be surprised with you guys when they're all released. But these are the mini snap-in bookmarks. And then there are a couple of other snap-in dashboards. One in particular that I'm really excited about. I'll show you this first one, which is so handy for to-do lists or for, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. For to-do lists or I don't know, just marking down notes of things that you need for the week. But the one that I'm most excited about is the Snap-in Travel Dashboard. This is a huge packing list. Where are you going? How long are you going? What things do you need to bring? Documents, other beauty, makeup, accessories, technology. I'm always forgetting my chargers, always. So all of these things, emergency charger. I mean, all of these things that you need to remember, and then others so that you can add your own. And then on the other side, this is really cool. Use this space to plan your outfits, schedule your sightseeing, or budget your spending, date, daytime, and evening. I am always trying to figure out, like, what are we doing on these trips? Or even when we just go back to Chicago to see my folks, because we're in Atlanta, my folks are in Chicago. You know, what do we need to throw together? I mean, we kind of have done this enough now that I feel like we kind of know, but weather's different. So even keeping track of what the weather's going to be like and kind of what we need to pack for each day is so great. So this just fits in just like almost like a, I don't think is it the same size as a cover? It might be the same size as a cover. Totally the same size as a cover. So it just snaps in as a dashboard. If I know I'm going on a trip here, I can just, you know, just clip it right in and be on my way. So this I'm really excited about. I don't know, all these new accessories. I cannot even pick my favorite one. So I love this one. And then there are, but wait, there's more. I feel like it's like an infomercial. Okay, these are the last few things I want to show you, and then I want to jump to the Luxe because I'm kind of dying to show you. So the first is the pen holder, which everybody I think is kind of familiar with. A lot of people put them on the back inside cover for your pen. I've also seen people put them on the top to keep your pen on top so that it's not on the side. Totally up to you, but I love that they're in the metallics. This one is the rose gold. This is probably the one that I'll use because I'm using the rose gold. And then a new color release of the Keep It Together bands. These are just used as a planner band. You can use them vertically if you're like my friend Renee. She likes to use them this way and then use the pen, slip the pen in the side. She changes her covers a lot. And so she keeps hers this way, which I thought was just genius. And then these are the sticky corner pockets. I know I showed these to you in another video, but these are like, you can kind of see in the picture back here, they're kind of sheer. And they're only sticky. There are 20 of them. They're like, you know, they're like a normal stack of sticky notes. And you peel them off, and they're not permanently sticky, but they're sticky enough. I mean, they're definitely removable. Actually, I think I have two. Do I have two or just one? I definitely have two. So you can even see the times underneath them, but it's great because you can put, I'll just use this as an example. You can put concert, well, I don't know that I put, probably I put concert stickers in the zipper pouch. But definitely I've put invitations and save the dates in here. Business cards, receipts, because I like to kind of stick things. Like if I'm putting something in, I like to also stick part of it down. So that's really cool that you can use it that way too. And then you can also write on this with a permanent marker, which I've done before. So that's really cool. And then last but not least, I know I've already done a review of these, but the pens. These are 0.5 millimeter rollerball pens, which, as I showed before in the notes, do not bleed. I didn't find them to bleed before either, but if you're looking for a pen test, I'll just kind of zoom in a little bit and show you. You can see this is the Erin Condren rollerball. That's the Erin Condren marker, and then all the way down to the permanents. You guys can see I mean, you can tell that there's writing on the other side, but there's no bleeding or shadowing until you get to the permanent. Even the permanent one, like the Sharpie permanent, is not terrible. I mean, it still definitely bleeds through, but for a permanent marker, that's pretty good. So that's the pen test. And now we can go to the Luxe. Okay, so I have to say something about the Luxe before we jump in. There was a group of us that was invited to have dinner with Erin Condren and her team while we were in New Orleans. And it was a very small group, and they asked us ahead of time to choose which planners we wanted. And so we got to choose two. I picked that one, which I'm using for personal, and I picked the Luxe, which I'm going to be using for work. The gold coil with the teal. The three options they have are the purple cover with the rose gold coil, the teal cover with the gold and the gold foil, or the taupe cover with the platinum coil. So you cannot personalize them, and you can't swap out coils with different covers. It's just kind of those three options, at least for now. I don't know if they have plans to change that in the future. Probably want to see how things go with the new version. But I did want to let you know that because this was thrown together ahead of time, kind of as a prototype, I had a little mixy-matchy on the inside, so you'll see some unique features that won't be in the book you get if you get an actual in-production version. So this was put together outside of production. And the reason I'm explaining that is because you'll be able to tell that I have a neutral vellum on top of a colorful inside. So normally the vellum would be the colorful, or if you get the neutral on the inside, which you can do with the Luxe. You can get the neutral, which is the black and white with tiny bits of color and grayscale. You'll get this one, but this is the vellum. But I want to show you up close the Luxe cover. It is not real leather, but it looks like real leather. It has that texture to it. It's very soft. And something that you'll notice that's different between these and these, you can tell kind of thickness. The back cover is the same. I've had some people asking about that as well. The difference that I found to be really interesting is that you might notice that you don't see any of the tabs. because the cover is a little bit wider. I've had a lot of people ask a couple questions, and I want to show you both answers. One is, can you put the interchangeable cover on top of or underneath the Luxe? And then the second is, does this fit, because it's a little bit wider, does it fit in a zipper pouch? So I have a zipper pouch to show you also, but first I want to show you the cover. So I'm going to take my cover off of this one, and I'm going to snap it onto the Luxe to show you. Basically what you will find is that the Luxe cover is wider and the interchangeable cover is taller. So you can kind of tell, see how it is raised a little bit, kind of a lot, the top and on the bottom. But the Luxe cover is wider by maybe, I don't know, 1/3 of an inch. So I've had some people say, oh, you know, I want to get the Luxe and then put my interchangeable on top. You could, you certainly could, but you'll definitely be able to see. And then I've also had people say, you know, I want to get the Luxe, but I'm going to put, but I love my interchangeable cover and I'm going to put that underneath, which again, also you could do. It's going to hang over a little bit. So don't be surprised if that's something that you're planning on doing and it hangs over a little bit. I saw a lot of people mentioning that, so I wanted to show you, because I think it's just better to see it, that if you're using it that way, again, totally fine, and you're, you know, up to you, it's your planner, and there's certainly nothing wrong with it, but it is going to stick out just a little bit. So if that bothers you, you should just know that if you're planning to do that, it will stick out a little bit. So then before I walk through the horizontal, I also want to show you in the zipper pouch. This is a beautiful Erin Condren zipper pouch, again in the mid-century circles design. This was a gift from Jen Ross at Pretty Neat Living. She gave away as swag to everyone that attended the conference, which I just thought was so cool, and she is the sweetest person. So yes, the Luxe will also, I don't know, do you guys do coil first? I always put mine in the coil. I should have done it this way. I always do my coil on top. Very easy fit. I mean, you could easily fit, I mean, there's still plenty of room. You could easily fit probably at least a journal and for sure some pens in there. And then maybe some other, you know, maybe some other accessories too. But there's absolutely no squeezing or pulling. I mean, it all fits really nicely. You don't have to like pull it around the coil. I wonder if you could fit two, actually. Should I try? I don't think you can fit two. Can you? No, two is a little snug. I mean, if you really squeezed, you probably could. I'm not going to, but definitely you could fit one of the journals. So that is the Luxe inside the cover. I know that that's just something that I wanted to show because so many people have been asking about it. Okay, now I'll walk you through the inside. This one is the horizontal colorful. Again, I got the neutral vellum because this was made prior to launch. The first part is the same, and again, the colors are the same. So if you're choosing the colorful colorway, no matter which layout you're getting, horizontal, hourly, or vertical, you're getting the same colors if you choose colorful, or you could choose neutral, and you would get that black and white and grayscale. And again, I'm sorry I don't have that to show you, but hopefully I will soon. Same thing, one notes page. Basically, the guts up until you get to the weekly layout are going to be the same. I don't really see many changes at all in the horizontal layout other than the pattern across the top. Everything else to me looks pretty much the same in terms of layout. The font, I think, even might be the same. So again, if you're flipping through, oh, July's a bad example because it ends on the 31st on a Sunday. So let's go to the end of August. If you're going through the end of August, and you get to the end and you think, it's the 28th and there are more than 28 days in August. Keep flipping because it's going to be in the next month. And you can kind of see here how they blended the yellow into the purple with the watercolor to kind of show you that these are the last 2 days of August, and then, or the last 3 days of August, pardon me, and then September starts. So same colors, and then I want to take you back to the notes section because that was another question. If you get the colorful layout, you're going to have, again, the same notes section. It's going to look the same back here as it does for the vertical and for the hourly, horizontal, all the same if you have the same colorway. And I'm guessing the actual pages would be the same in the neutral, maybe just a different color scheme. And then, of course, the 18-month, and then you get through all of your stickers. Again, mine was, my vellum and my folder are from there. Isn't it so pretty though? Look with the gold. So these would be matched with the neutral colorway if you were to pick that. And then, like I said before, the zipper pouch is, let me see if I can grab my zipper pouch. I left this one out on purpose. So the zipper pouch, again, it comes with it, so you don't have to buy it separately. But it comes outside of the planner so that you can use that coil clip on the inside, peel the sticky back off. I put mine in the back. Some people might put it on the front. I put mine in the back, and then clip it in wherever you want it. I'm going to keep mine in the back, and I'll be using this planner for work. So this is the back of the Luxe. The inside of the cover is like kind of like a cardboard paperish feel, but it's smooth. It's not the leather like the outside is. Can you see all the texture? So that is the Luxe. I hope I answered. I saw a lot of questions, and I hope I answered all of the questions that everybody had. I'll get my other one back out here. But if you have questions, please leave them. Please leave them in the comments, and I will get back to you. Or you can always post them on Instagram. But go ahead and post them on this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. And then the launch is going to be June 1st, which is next week. And if you are a brand new Erin Condren customer, you can look in my description. I have a $10 off referral code. If you would like $10 off your first planner, and I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram for someone to win a life planner. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see your questions, and I hope you all love your planners as much as I do. And you know, I can never resist ordering on launch day, so I'm going to be ordering some new goodies too, including that neutral layout. So I'll be back with more. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.